Ring, ring, ring. Hello, simps. And also virgins.
Be respectful.
And welcome back to Erica's Magic Internet Money Game.
Hey, I think you fucked up. I think you fucked that one up. Welcome back to the Krown Crypto channel. We're back, baby. We're fucking back. Kind of. Well, maybe every once in a while. I wouldn't make a humongous, what is it called, ritual of this just yet. But once a week, twice a week, something like that, I think is good to go. And holy fucking moly, man. Good morning to everyone out there. I see that there's already 700 people in the house right now. That is amazing. That is incredible. Especially during these times when, honestly, it's still, in my opinion, a little bit rather on the boring side. But we've got the right community. I even see some comments over here of one person saying, they all come back when the bull run starts. Like, dude, I've been doing these fucking videos every goddamn day. Every fucking day. Every motherfucking day. Until today, and I'll continue to do more, actually. Anyways, plenty of familiar faces I see in the chats, which is awesome, man. I've switched up a bit of the camera angle there as well. Maybe we'll have to fix that going onwards and forwards here. It's maybe not perfect, but we'll get it going, man. We'll get it going. Elsa's bags and fucking shoes are visible in the background, so that's great. And again, good morning to everyone out there. So today, I wanted to follow up on the 5-day signals that we're looking at over the past week or so, and then thread that into the very high term timeframes, which is likely going to lead us into the heart of April, May, as we're kind of looking at the whole picture kind of coalescing together, as it has been really for the past few months here. But I think coming into a more interesting point in this whole long term analysis. We'll go over the short term as well, I suspect, if there is time, and then of course, hey, what's up, Valkov? I see you, man. That's a name I remember for sure. Impala SS, Fatty Mateo, Sean Nevins. Holy shit, man. Nick A, good morning to you as well, my friend. Good morning to you as well. Tap that fucking supply. And Rishab, what's up, brother? What's up, indeed? But yeah, there are a few things. What are the things that I want to make sure that I mentioned? Oh, yes. Oh, right. That's right. We're changing the premium on the app, meaning that we're actually going to sundown the complete program of premium. We're going to separate the Jewel Light from premium and probably make the premium features for free. But that does mean for the Jewel Light, we're actually going to raise the price about $10 per month. Starting maybe in like the next week or two. You will have more advanced notice on top of that. I can assure you of that, or at least I think so. But it should be somewhat good. But what I do want to say is that for anyone who's currently in the premium, nothing will change for you. You will continue to get the same, you will continue to get the Jewel Light for the same price as long as you're subscribed. Nothing's going to change. Again, I want to be very, very deliberately clear about that. Obviously, it'd be like really fucked up if it's just like, hey man, by the way, next month you're going to be charged $100 million. Like, sorry, but again, nothing will change for you as long as you're subscribed. And then yeah, the Jewel Light will change itself. And then also, yes, for the people who signed up for the algo whitelist, there was 25 initially chosen. We've heard back from almost all of you, but not some of you. And if we do not hear back from some of you, we will give your spot away to the next best person on the list if you fail to respond to Elsa's email by Sunday. Yeah, end of this week, Sunday. We'll start to open it up to other people if we haven't heard responses by then. But yeah, man, other than that, I think it's time for me to actually get into this analysis. I suspect I'll record this as well just to... I don't know, maybe we'll throw it up later. Oh, fuck. You know what's actually coming on later? Oh, this is a big day, my friends. This is a big fucking day. You know what's coming on later? Actually, the Wolf of Poloniacs, or as it goes on now, Not the Wolf, releasing an interview with him that I did yesterday. Really fucking cool guy, a guy that I've known since 2018, 2017, something like that at this point. And honestly, he's like one of the major, I guess, supporters of this channel when it first started, because I didn't really have any like community to go to, and he was one of the few guys who was like, hey, yeah, post your shit over on my Discord. All good. I was like, thanks, man. So I don't think this channel would have gotten this far if it weren't for him. So massive shout out to him. And yeah, the interview coming up a little bit later. That guy's a crazy motherfucker, by the way. Actually crazy life story. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the Bitcoin analysis of the day, starting off right on over here with the 5-day time frame. Hey, stop that. That's not what we're doing right now. We're not letting our algos trade. We're looking at the 5-day Gaussian channel on CME, which closed last night. And this was a big portion of the analysis. Obviously, it's going to have bleed-on effects potentially into tomorrow's weekly closure. So we want to see one thing and then the next. But the first thing has been now confirmed. And what is that? The 5-day time frame did close above the mean band. It closed above the mean band for the first damn time since March of 2022, where it did get actually rejected around that region. But ultimately, this is a bit of a change of behavior here. Anyways, in order to give you an insight, or in order to understand what this means for the long term, is that anytime that we have seen Bitcoin on the 5-day or the weekly time frame, for that matter, on the Gaussian channel close above the mean band, it's gotten a free ride to the top side of the Gaussian channel. So you can see something similar over here, close above the mean band, boom, free ride to the top side, close above the mean band over here, free ride to the top side, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Same thing over here, as you can see. Anyways, anyways, going back to the time frame and chart in question. And you can see the same thing on the 5-day as well, by the way. It's the same relationship, basically. But we just closed the 5-day last night, which is why this is new information. And yes, the top side Gaussian channel now is around $33,500. So, somewhere around the low $30,000 region is where I'd really start to be looking for this rally to likely come into, likely a greater pullback and consolidation. In the short term, obviously, we're going to see ebbs and flows in that direction regardless. But now we can be looking at the mean band, which is at 27,750 on a 5-day closing basis, as a bit of an invalidation for that, meaning that essentially upside still more likely within the context of this, as long as Bitcoin remains closing above the mean band. Again, on CME, that is 27,750. And then tomorrow for Friday, the weekly is going to be closing, and it's also going to have a chance to do the same thing. And this one being a higher term time frame, very likely more powerful as well. And it will be closing above the mean band if Bitcoin closes above 27,650 or so. So actually the weekly and the 5-day kind of in alignment with each other right there. But obviously the weekly following through, that would be even greater as far as implying upside price action probably in the next month and a half to come. Top side of the weekly is actually lower than the 5-day, funnily enough, at about $33,000. But you can see the same thing over here as we did on spot price action. Again, closing above the mean band. It's essentially always gotten a free ride to the top side of the Gaussian channel throughout the full history of Bitcoin. I do think that is best tested on the 5-day, however. Anyways, one thing before the next, of course, but so far so good. And that obviously can lead us into the next short-term thing. So this is going to be pertaining to the short-term right here, obviously, when we look at the daily for stochastic momentum. And the reason why I'm bringing this one up right now is because we can see that the daily stochastic momentum pivot is actually very, 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 very high. In fact, it's right around current price action, about 28,700 or so. So what does that mean? That does mean that on the current run, if we are going to be if we're looking for this current breakout to continue, it happens today. It happens today, latest tomorrow, Friday. If it doesn't happen by then you're very likely looking at a consolidation, and you're very likely going to test back down to that mean band in the mid 27s, maybe low 27s. Who knows where a stray wick comes up around? That's a different conversation altogether. But on a closing basis, very likely comes down somewhere back down around that region. Spend some time going sideways, and then perhaps sets up for a move in April. So that's very likely going to decide in the next couple days here. And then the 5-day obviously remains with its upside posture as long as Bitcoin's above 27,100 or so. And then the weekly, again, closing tomorrow, current pivot is 27,500, about $1,000 below current price action. So all of that, again, does more or less align with pressure on in the next 48 hours, I'd say. And if we go back to this chart over here, we can also see that while the 5-day did close, it's very likely to be, it's very likely going to confirm a Joule light signal over here, or a regular Joule. Actually, this would be regular Joule, supported by DMI, supported by, of course, a slow moving oscillator. And we are starting to see the volatility tick up alongside this, which would be the next sort of major, confirmation piece of that particular setup. As volatility expands off of extreme lows over here, which we can then get into into another chart, which I think is more specific to that, which I think maybe we'll just go into right now, actually. So let's go over here to the volatility versus stochastic momentum chart. This one still hasn't gone away. It's just a very high term time frame, so naturally, it updates slowly. And in this case, we do see that 5-day BBWP representing volatility getting down below extreme levels, which I define as 15 percentile or more over the past, not over the past 3 years, but over the past full history of Bitcoin, has led to an average move of about a little over 40%. And the direction of these stochastic oscillators had a very high connection or correlation to the direction of price action upon volatility expansion. So we are witnessing volatility expansion thus far. I mean, obviously this was relevant a few closures ago, which was making us look for those upwards prices into the $28,000-$29,000 region. But now the question is, one, where do things land on this next 5-day closure? As long as Bitcoin's closing above the pivot, risk still remains to the upside. In this case, it's going to be 26,700. And then 2, how much further up could we potentially be looking at right here based off of the data, based off of the statistics? So in this case, we can go and reference just the long iterations for this particular setup on the 5-day. And there's been 11 in Bitcoin's history, and out of all 11, in fact, all of the 11s upon volatility expansion did have major upside moves. I don't expect that to always be at a 100% strike rate, obviously, but at so far so good, at least for now. Anyways, I have average time it did take to the next major high about just over 30 days, just over a month, and the average return is about 43% with a standard deviation of 10%. So going back into the numbers over here, let's first look at the actual time that has transpired from then till now. We're going to be working on day number 20 by the end of tomorrow. So when Friday closes, that's going to be day number 20. So still about 10, 15 days, let's say. So, yeah, leading us into about the heart of April. If it's going to continue, very likely happens within that next like 2 to 3 weeks span, or I guess it'd be like 2 week span or so, something like that. And then where would kind of the top end of the first standard deviation put you around? 32%, or sorry, I just went through it, but taking 50 or so percent off of where the actual the last local low was. Yeah, about 52.5% right there. Puts it around 31.5 to 32.5 thousand bucks. And what do you know? That's directly in alignment, or pretty much in alignment with what we did see over here on the weekly for, well, not for spot, but for CME. And then obviously the 5 days, well, both kind of showing areas of interest within that range in the low 30s. So that's still kind of the main one for myself. In the very, very short term here, we can just go, we can like quickly reference stochastic momentum there to see where the current pivots are. 12-hour time frame actually remains with upside as long as Bitcoin's above 28,200. 6-hour time frame is also going to be remaining with upside as long as Bitcoin's above 27,600. 4-hour time frame is also up above 28,800. So that one's actually very, very close. So this one very likely does turn down, and then the hourly's got to be down as well, I would suspect. Yeah, 29,000 bucks, the magical number right there. So extremely short term, probably a bit more sideways here. Yeah, probably a bit more sideways and downside in the short term. But again, if we are going to be looking for continuation, maybe Friday, I think, would kind of be it, or like early April, based off of these sort of things. Anyways, what would invalidate all of this? Well, I forgot to bring up my damn my herpaderp indicator over here. So let me just get, where the fuck? Hey, stop laughing. Don't laugh. Don't laugh it. Don't you dare fucking laugh. Let me find it over here and let it populate for a second, because it does take its time, obviously. And let's maybe go to a 4-hour time frame, see where the current ranges are coming in around. I'm sure some people are going to be like, hey, that's a rejection. I see a long way to the upside. Yes, of course. You saw the same thing over here, and it doesn't mean shit. Like it's not that it doesn't mean shit. It's just it doesn't mean shit. But it does mean shit. It doesn't mean that much shit. Not on its own. Anyways, 4-hour time frame showing range lows at about 27,700. Yeah, 27,700. Range highs at about 29,300. What is a daily show? Yeah, daily still kind of same thing as before, although the 50% ranges have moved significantly up. So that would suggest as long as Bitcoin's above 26,500, long term still bullish, still looking for low 30s or so. Below 26,600 on a daily closing basis, that's where big problems do likely occur. Big problems, big fucking problems, ma'am. Probably back down to like mid 24s after that. Maybe even like that would be the trap if you do start to see something like that. But for right now, in the short term, yeah, I'd just be looking at 27.7. Range lows versus about 29,250, 29,300 range highs on the 4-hour time frame. All right, cool. Or maybe there's a setup on the hourly. Hold on, let me just double check here. Was volatility contracting there? No, it was not. Yeah, it wasn't. All right, well, fair enough. Yeah, no setups right there either. All right, cool. Well, that does it for Bitcoin's analysis for today. As always, forgot to shield the old Bybit there. Bybit's offering up, actually, you can get the Jewelite for free for 30 days if you follow the link in the description. If you follow the directions in the description below, blah, 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 you get the idea. And yeah, it's in there. Okay, great. All right, enough of that. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. All right, let's see what sort of comments Elsa has spun up over here. I will, man, it's actually like a learning curve to get back in the saddle. I forgot how to arrange everything so that it makes sense, for fuck's sake. Crypto King says threshold. Wait, what are you saying? What are you, why? Okay, forget all the charts. Krown buck on live stream. Bull market confirmed. Side chest showing on stream. Simpson virgins present. Tap the supply. Yes, tap the old supply. I see that there's women's in here. Holy shit. Holy shit. Jessica's a woman. She says, Creighton has said nothing good about you, but I would like to check on my own. But you know what? Who tapped your supply? Crypto King says threshold TA, please. Wait, what? Stop with this no bullshit. Stop with the fucking no bullshit. All right, Isaiah Roman says, hey, Krown, live hype, let's go. Could we get your opinion analysis on Dixie short-term and long-term if you're able to? I can try. Let's see what Dixie's doing over here. Let me get rid of this for right now. Long-term, putting in a nice consolidation between about $1.06 on the high side versus about $1.101, or sorry, 101 on the bottom side. But what's short-term to you? I don't know, maybe like a daily. Daily, I'd be looking for this one to trade sideways and down. I think it fills out somewhere down around about 101.5 first, bounces from there and plays out basically a long-term range like this. Something like this is what I'd be looking for a while. You know, probably putting in a major low within this region and then probably tries for like a greater rally. Maybe later this year, something like that, somewhere into this region here. And from there, I don't know, let's see. From there, I've no opinion. Yeah, I have no opinion after that. All right, cool. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Sebastian Quinn? Good morning to you, man. Yeah, it's been a long time. Like I said, I'm not going to be making like a tremendous habit of this just yet, but maybe like once a week, once or twice a week, something like that. I have a new activity that I'm going to be doing starting tomorrow. It's my first day. I'm actually going to be learning kickboxing, so got to make some time, man. Got to make some time, and no one will ever dare leave a mean comment after that, especially you, Jessica. Thank you for the daily videos. All good, man. When do the moon phases say we moon? I haven't looked at the moon phase chart in a very long time. It's always very interesting whenever I bring this out, whether it's like, you know, just to look at it or anything. People have extremely strong opinions about it. I do not. I don't even know where I actually saved the chart, to be honest with you. It's got to be here somewhere. I know it's got to be. Maybe it's this chart right here. We can see, but honestly, I don't know how much I trust it. I don't know how much I don't trust it. Apparently we had a bear moon recently, and yeah, price action was down a little bit, but now it's already traded above the prior highs. I mean, I don't know how much I make of this. You know, these prior iterations over here, like, these are pretty good, to be fair. They're pretty fucking good, to be fair. But again, I just don't really know what to make of it. We need to consult one of the witches. I don't even know if they exist anymore, honestly. Anyways, threshold TA. I don't know what threshold TA is, or maybe that's a ticker. I can check out a tick. I don't know. Let's see. Threshold. All right. I'm guessing it's this. What fucking garbage is this? Okay, it's been around for like 2 months. That's off to a great start. Pretty much only goes down and to the right, so that's also really amazing. Chart looks like a fucking kid is drawing with their finger alongside of it. Like, this is just not enough price action history to really be going off of anything, in my opinion. If I did have to call it, I'd say more sideways. I don't have anything helpful to say about this, man. If this even is what you want to be looking at, there's just not enough history here, man. I need to be seeing like years, honestly. And in this case, there ain't much. Like maybe a rally back up towards 5 cents or so. Who knows what the fuck happens after that? I mean, this thing just looks like it just looks young, just looks immature, man. It's too young of a chart. We can't be looking at shit like that. Gerard Gordeau says Elsa needs an OnlyFans that posts content in the same vein as the Krown intro. I will take your ideas into consideration, sir. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know. Is OnlyFans worth doing? Like, should you? I don't know. What are you gonna show them? Like, are you gonna show them your pussy or something? Like, what's going on here? Like, what's the point? What's the point of doing? No, but what's the point of doing that? Like, you have the internet. You're on the fucking internet, man. You have the largest porn apparatus known to mankind. Why are you? Yes, your fun box. Jesus Christ. Like, box has to be the most unattractive word for a for you know what. Anyways, Gallo says triple. Oh, crypto moo. Elsa can't say moo. She goes, crypto moo. Hey, man, what's up? Can you please analyze Hex on the daily? Oh, fuck. Now I remember why I stopped doing live streams. Let's go see what Hex is doing. It actually trades on more places than Uniswap now. So that's good, I guess. I don't quite know which is the proper ticker, so it's on Poloniex, so you know it's good. It's actually on probably one of the best runs here, to be fair. I do think it's found a local high, though, and probably does come down over the next few weeks, probably playing in some sort of a range like this. if I had to guess. Something like, these are the highs, these are the lows, something like that. And, probably grinds up this area maybe a few more times and then comes back down. And then you just want to see a higher low right here. And then, maybe it really gets going after that later this year, or however the fuck that, that works out. But looking at I literally haven't even looked at a chart of Hex since we live streamed. And I remember over here, we were looking for 2 cents. Did we get our 2 cents? We got our 2 cents. We got less than 2 cents. Holy shit. Ultimately, I do think this one's going to be in a longer sideways, but, is that the low right there? Yeah, probably yes. Just doesn't mean that I can't come back down and do something like that. I figure I don't think it's just going to like do some busting action straight to the upside from here and, go back to 20 cents. I think it spends some time, honestly. But yeah, fair enough. Can we see the elephant taking a crap? I don't know. Oh my God, it's still there. That's amazing. Holy shit. I'm glad that it's saved there. That makes things so much easier. All right, cool. Gallo says triple Q, daily, and hourly. Yes, I got you. All right, triple Q is here on NAS, and this one, very, very similar chart to Bitcoin. Does seem that it has stronger correlations to Bitcoin than like Nasdaq or SPY for that matter. And this one, looking for a breakout here, probably trading back up north of 320 or so. Monthly, I like it. It's a very strong reversal off the lows. Daily, I mean, everything to me says continuation. Where would that be invalidated? Back below about 298 or so. But for right now, it's like, of course, you want to see a closure above the highs at about 314. Above 314, probably looking at low 320s. Overall, pretty strong in the reversal right here. Nothing bearish about this chart as long as you're above about 287, 286 region. You're also on an hourly as well. Hourly probably comes back down, maybe fills somewhere around the gap short term, like 308.5 or so. But again, even short term, like anywhere above like 303.5, I think generally good. Let's see. The green ones. Okay, Farhan. What's up, Mr. Farhan? Good to see you as well, man. If you're looking at shitcoins, well, so far so good. Yeah. I'd appreciate Adam on the 4-hour daily. Man, so people are still in love with their 2021 shitcoins. Let's see what this one's doing now. Hey, where's my motherfucker? Where is it? Oh my God. It's not here. It's not. How could I have done a live stream without this? Hold on. It must be here. No. Motherfucker. Hold on. I need to find this before we move on. Nope, that's not it. It must be here. Nope, that's not it. It must be. It's here. It is here. Okay, perfect. All right. Have to figure that one out for later. Terrible chart. Absolutely fucking god-awful chart compared to everything else in the market. And the reason why I say that is because this one is just not joining in on the rallies and on the dumps. It likes to overperform on the dumps. Daily here, does it try for another bounce, maybe back to like 12.25 or so, maybe, but big fucking problems below 1070. That's kind of like the major area that I'd be looking for right here. If you do start to lose 1070, I'd be looking for another like 20% slide somewhere around to like $8 to $9. Until then, I think the hoping is that you do reverse from here, close back above like 220, and then probably does trade back up towards 14. Long term, though, not really anything to be excited about as long as you're below, these highs at 16.25. Short term, or to the downside, I mean, it's really fucking ugly, honestly. It's really fucking ugly. Weekly, it just looks like another rejection on the lower high, getting ready to trend down. But in the short term, does it try for one more rally? Maybe yes. But it's one of the weakest charts we've seen today. So not great right there, man. Let's see. What? Bottom. FD Lux says, hey man, good to see you as well, dude. Can you take a look at R and DR? Yeah. Again, another like, this one's like back from 2018, I think, in fact. Let's see where it's at. No, it doesn't have that history. It's from 2021, I guess. Stronger than the last chart that we just looked at. Jesus fucking Christ, man. My own alerts scare me. It's like my bot is scaring me. That's right, but you're my slave, bot. You don't have your own lives. The AI serve us. That's exactly right. let's see, what time frames are you looking at? I don't know. On the daily, I do think that it tries for an extension of this rally here, basically playing in a range between 160 highs versus what is this, like 96-cent lows. Anything between there is just consolidation above 160. I'd be looking for this one to retest the highs at like 220 or so. Below 96 on a daily, that's at the point where I'd look for the full retrace to commence somewhere down below, like somewhere around like 55 cents. Yeah, weekly I'm kind of stumped on, like, is this putting in a reversal right here? Is it putting in like a higher low right there? I don't know. It's just, again, not enough information to be going off of, in my opinion. But it is on the stronger side, so you do have that. Yeah, you do have that. Well, actually, then again, not really. It's not really on the stronger side. It did not make new highs alongside Bitcoin. It only made new highs on this area over here. Yeah, kind of middle of the pack, I suppose, so far. Creighton C says, boxes may be unattractive to name, but they are an awful lot of fun to play with. Right, Jessica? That's exactly right, Jessica. Oh, you're Creighton. You're who she was referring to. Yeah, well, you know what, Jessica? There's no girls allowed in this fucking cave, so get out! Can you get canceled for telling girls to get out? This is a men's only safe space. Yeah, well, whatever. Can you check out LQ2Y? No time frames given. No base pair even fucking given. Another extremely fresh chart. Been around for literally 1 month. See what we can do. Not much, man. I don't have opinions on things that are this new, honestly. If I had to call it, I'd say short term probably comes back down to like 207, 202. $2 even, something like that. I don't have opinions on charts like this, man. You know, my strong opinion would be you got to break out above like 265 or so. Until then, it's just another uninteresting, very new chart that's probably going to solve the world's issues on the blockchain. As always. Let's see. Can Chainlink hit $30 this year? Well, in the same way that Bitcoin can hit $1 billion this year, Chainlink certainly can hit $30 this year, but it's probably not very likely. Let's see what sort of a move we're looking at right here. What sort of hopium dreams are we being sold in this particular case? Oh, trading at $7.50. Okay, so we just need more than a 4x to get to your target of $30 this year. No problem. No, I'd be surprised to see this thing even get above like $15 this year. $30? No, fuck no. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, dude? No, no. It's all. Don't worry, guys. 400% to go break even. No problem. I got this. I do think it's putting in a macro low here. I do think it generally will trade up and to the right in the coming year or two, but $30 in a year, I don't fucking know, man. No, I would not say $30 by end of year. That's not my first target, man. I think best case scenario, it might do like $20 this year, and that's like best conditions, best, you know, Bitcoin goes to $1 million, and then yeah, the Link goes to something like that as well. Okay, maybe not 1 million, obviously, but you get my point. Yeah, I mean, it really does look like it's put in a macro low here, though. So I do think that it will trade into the low teens sometime this year. But $30, that's pretty fucking far away, man. All right, cool. Let's see where are we back at over here? Where's Elsa's damn messages? Okay, this fucking labyrinth that I'm working through. Let's see. Roga Nasser says, "Hey, Krown, hope you're doing good. I think I'm doing well, at least. Can you take a look at Mask, please?" Mask. Oh, great. This one about 3 years late, huh? Let's see. I guess on Dirtbase we can go to another. Actually, not that new chart. Oh, what do you know? It was in 2021, of course. Yes, get your fucking mask coins on. Bet you there's people buying this shit thinking, oh, well, they told me to wear a mask, but I just bought the mask coin. It's on the blockchain. Can't you see, officer? Why? I don't sound like Mickey. I don't. Actually, pretty good. Actually, pretty fucking good here. You know, I do think that it probably, it might spike like $7.50 a few more times. And I do think that it probably comes down and trades a bit more sideways from there. But long term, I mean, this is, I don't really know about long term because like this one doesn't really have a long term. But one of the better charts for today, for sure. Long term, extremely bullish as long as you're above about $3.50 or so. Short term, I do think that you play a little bit sideways and down here. Maybe come back down to like 4.5, but anywhere above, what is it, like $7.5? I think that this one goes on a ride into the low teens. Yeah, really interesting actually. B Pro, Jesus man, these are like really blasts from the past. No, that's not the ticker. B Pro, B Derp. Okay, all right. Oh, of course, it's on fucking KuCoin. Sure, all right. And no time frames given as usual. Terrible chart, absolutely fucking terrible chart, terrible goddamn chart. What the hell am I looking at? This is disgusting, man. What the actual fuck? Just getting boo-caked on by Lexington all damn day. We're about at this point in the, now coming down here, just follow the chart on all the screens and you can surely see that's where we are. Ends on the but I suspect that you're probably putting a macro lower high right here. Maybe comes back down somewhere around like your October lows or some. Nothing really bullish about this as long as you're below, like here, I'll just write out the range. All right, range high, somewhere around your range lows. Probably trade sideways, probably test the downside at least one more time. Above here, good. Below here, more bad. What's up, PK? Hey, Cardurpo. Oh, Cardurpo. It's been a while for this one as well, man. All right, on Binance, actually pretty good on the reversal as well. Clear and obvious high or low on the weekly. Yeah, it's a little bit weaker compared to Bitcoin, for example, or some of the other majors. But I do think that this one gives another try towards like 44 cents or so. Any sort of a closure above about 44 cents, and I'd be looking for the rally to like really extend into the low 50s. But yeah, actually pretty good right there for like the short term ish, let's say. Yeah, monthly, I do think that this one will generally put in a move somewhere around like upper 40s, low 50s in the next couple months here. Yeah, not bad. Interestingly enough, very short term though. Probably tries a little bit of short-term downside, I suspect. All right, sweet. Let's see. Nick A says Ethereum Bitcoin weekly. Okay, let's see. Oh, what's did USD there as well? Whoopsies. Bad, really fucking bad. But that's not the weekly. This is the weekly. Even worse, man. Very fucking bad. Monthly, I think that this one's getting ready for a push down to 5.5 million satoshis in the next few months. I don't think it's fucking good, man. So what does that imply? It implies Bitcoin's probably going to be outpacing Ethereum. What would make me change my mind? Basically like a weekly closure above 8.6 million satoshis, and then yeah, we can ride to the fucking heavens, I guess. But for right now, I mean, I wouldn't say this is a fresh jewel downside signal, but it's still active, I'd say. I think it's more likely to tag like mid fives before anything else. Extremely low volatility on this one as it does push off, and I don't like it. Let's see what the quarterly looks like though, because quarterly is closing at the end of tomorrow. Yeah, I generally think it's going to come back down to like mid to low fives, something like that. All right, cool. Let me just take a sippy sip of this water, man. My throat's already wrecked. I didn't drink any coffee today, but I've got the energy of 500 bulls inside of me right now. Why is that? Because I slept well. And that's all that it takes. That's all that it needs. Thank you, 50 people. Hey, man, could you not drink close to the microphone? I don't like the sounds. Anyways, let's see. Isaiah Roman says, Bitcoin dominance analysis. I mean, looking at Ethereum, Bitcoin is nearly the same as looking at Bitcoin dominance, just inverted. Just like I'm very bearish on Ethereum Bitcoin, I'm very bullish on this chart. I released a video on this one at the end of last week. I typically do one like every quarter or so, and long term, I still think this one's moving up into the deep 50%. Long term, probably later this year. Monthly, yeah, short term probably trades above 50%. Probably tries for a pullback there, and then long term, I think that this one's like headed towards very high 50s or very low 60s. Somewhere between like 58 to 62, long term. I mean, it doesn't really trade there, obviously, because you can't trade this particular chart. But in general, alt's gonna get some of this action right here. Motherfucker. Some of that action. They're gonna get some. Wait. They're gonna get some. They're going to get some, oh God. They're going to see the light of God. Davey says, Joe, 4-hour and daily. Yeah, I remember this one. Another 2020 or 2021 shitcoin. Let's see what it's doing. Actually, really good move off the lows on significant volume. Yeah, really fucking strong move there. The volumizer bot has been turned on. Does it spike towards like 80 cents again a few more times and then come back down? Probably yes. But long term, I'd actually have to be bullish on it as long as you're above like 70, or sorry, not 70, but 40 cents. You're on the 4-hour and daily, however. Okay, so 4-hour time frame. Yeah, starting to put in a lot of drives of bearish divergence. Most things in the short term I do think are going to play out some sideways and down here. But long term daily, I think maybe a few more spikes the upside. Plays out a sideways consolidation for a while, and then we'll see after that. But actually, really good move off the lows right there. Probably one of the strongest ones we've seen today, interestingly enough. Cool. Let's see. Pete Minstrel says, hello, sir. Hello, dear sir. Please burn me good for wanting QNT. Look, if you want to play shitcoins, like just wait for the new crop of absolute garbage to just pop up and you can play those. But if you want to play shit like this, like why? There's always going to be the new shitcoin, man, of the next cycle. Unless you really truly believe in the technology, like they're going to solve cancer or something, then I don't think that we're going to solve cancer on the blockchain. We figured it out. It's with computers. It's just, look, even amongst all the other shitcoin charts, this one doesn't stand out at all. It doesn't join in the rallies. It doesn't really join in the dumps either. It's just fucking irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. As far as charts go, short term, does it try for an extension of the upside move towards like 130? Maybe yes, but I think you're maybe more long term. It sounds like, of which I would say, best case scenario, you see a break above like 161, 162 region on a weekly. And then at that point, yeah, I'd actually be looking for a very large rally at that point into the upper 200s, maybe low 300s long term. Of course, to the other side, big problems below about $90. But until then, it's in the context of all the charts that we looked at, this one's it's completely uninteresting. It's not the worst one. It's not the worst one for sure, but it's just, you have to be thinking opportunity cost if you are going to be playing shitcoin roulette. And this one, I don't see anything that's like super strong about it. Don't see anything that's super weak about it. It's like, pick your poison. So unless you like truly believe in the fundamentals, yes, the fundamentals indeed. If you read the white paper, then maybe you certainly know more than me about it. I would just say like that's the game that you're playing. You're not playing a game of technicals. Is what I'd be saying. All right, cool. Let's see. Nifty 50. All right, let me pop this one up over here. NIFTY. Yeah, there we go. Or no, that's Nifty 50 right there. All right. Looking at Indian exchanges. Lots of bearish divergence coming off the highs right there, but you already got the easy correction for this one. Is it more likely to bounce here or not? No time frames given as usual. I do think it bounces here actually. Daily Jewel is given a pretty strong signature right there. I do think in the short term it trades back towards like 17,200, 17,250. Maybe even extends that rally towards 17,400. Yeah, other than that, I don't really have strong opinions on this. Again, I don't even know what timeframes you're looking at. Quarterly looks a little bit more toppy to me long term, but again, I don't know if that's relevant to you or not. Mr. Tabin, good morning, sir. This live stream caught me with my pants down. Is it possible CG Project Red had a generational low last fall? Many things had generational lows last fall. GPW. Okay, GPW. Man, one of my favorite games. No, this is GPW, not CPW. One of my favorite games of all time is The Witcher. In fact, it's even one of my favorite books as well. It's great. I just read not the first one, but I read Blade of Destiny in Dubai. It's great. Did it have, I don't know. This is pretty ugly right here. That's a very clear rejection, man. I think this one's coming back down to retest those generational lows and maybe give you some more generationally lower lows. Yeah, man, not great here. This one's like trending to the downside. I'd be looking for this one to come back down to low 30s, like 32, 33 region. Yeah, I'm not a humongous fan of this chart. I would not hold my breath that it's going to hold those lows there. The yearly, or sorry, the semi-annual looks like it wants to push off as well. Even short term, like man, okay, I've never looked at a Polish stock, by the way. Like, I don't know how their exchanges work and shit like that. But generally speaking, it's a very bad chart. It's a very bad chart, especially for the last couple of years. All right, let's see. Oh, it's not been so low since 2007. Hold on, I want to go back to that then. Yeah, I mean, that's not like a sign of strength, man. You want it to make a low and then not test anywhere near there ever again on a higher term time frame. Cool. Let's see. I think I need to scroll back up top here. Yes, indeed. And let's get to the ones that I missed from earlier, which is BK. BK says short INJ. I mean, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't even know what, like, you literally included no time frame, so I don't even know what the fuck you'd possibly be looking at. But I would probably say, again, I don't know what time frame you're looking at, but if I'm looking at the daily, I think this one probably pops back up towards like 460, 470. If I'm on a 4 hour time frame, maybe short term it plays out a bit of sideways and down, maybe back down to 405, but again, I don't know what time frame you're on. John Dude says, Krown, I missed your ass. I missed your ass as well, Mr. Dude. There's nothing weird about appreciating the male body, by the way. It is 2023 after all. Good to see you as well. The doom days, yes indeed. ETH still looking scheiße. Guten Tag, mein Friend. Nice. We got some Germans in here. Actually, we just hired a German. Not just hired a German, but about a month ago. We got a German on our team. He's perfect, man. He's exactly the kind of German I want. He's like so fucking efficient and like to the point and so like precise with shit. You know, it's like gets on our calls and he's like pacing back and forwards. You know, it's like, okay, and now we will do this for the market. Yes, it's great, man. Anyways, let's see. Ethereum. Yeah, we can pop that one up. Ethereum USD over here on maybe Bitstamp. It's going to have some good history, or at least it should. Maybe Coinbase has the most. I mean, look, is Ethereum looking scheiße? Like, it's looking scheiße in comparison to Bitcoin. If you're looking at the ratios, like Bitcoin's very likely going to outpace it. But if I'm looking at Ethereum USD, I think that Ethereum very likely will continue to rally as long as Bitcoin continues to rally. The monthlies, you know, is good. I mean, hidden bullish divergence come off of what would be a higher low here. You know, I do think that this one probably retests around, what is this, summer, August highs? Yeah, like low 2000s, maybe in the next month or two, something like that. Again, I don't really know what time frame you're looking at, but ultimately, I just want to see like maybe another close or two above the 55 right here on the weekly. And at that point, yeah, I'd be looking for this one to retest like low 2000s. Yeah, I think it's putting in a low. Here's a semi-annual. I mean, this looks like a low already. It looks like an inverted dildo, and then, you know, close back above the highs of it at 2000. At that point, you know, kind of have to be looking for this one to retest like 3,500 if that were to happen long term. Obviously, that's like, you know, well and far away, of course, but you get my point. You know, one thing before the next. Anyways, the only bag we are holding is the new bag for Elsa. How nice, sir. How nice indeed. What's up, Mr. Dr. Roscoe? All right, I'll go to the bottom. Let's see. Tabin. Sorry, you got it wrong. CDR. Oh, apologies, man. Okay, I apologize. That was my bad. GPW's exchange. Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry. Okay. All right, so you're looking at the lows from here, I'm guessing? Or did you say from 2007? I remember you said something about 2007. Let me just... Okay, since 2007. 2007 was like way back on over here. So I don't know how relevant that would be for me. I would still say, actually, on this chart, very similar to the last chart that we looked at, I do think that it does generally come back down and test around the lows, whether that be like $100 or maybe even as low as 85. But I do think that it likely set up for a long-term bounce there as well. And then you get to play the range between, you know, your current highs at 150 and your current lows at, you know, somewhere around the 200 simple at 77.5. So, you know, something like this would be good long-term if it comes down there, sets in a bit of sideways, and then sets up for a breakout. But, you know, I would generally want to be seeing like multiple years of consolidation within this region right here long term. And then, yeah, maybe it busts on through. Okay, cool. Sani, or sorry, not Nimai, says Sani versus Wrapped Ethereum. Okay, so two shitcoins versus each other. Let's see which shitcoin wins. Sanin Inu, and I knew. Ain't no chart there, man. Okay, now we got a chart. All right. Actually, not too bad. Actually, pretty damn good. Actually, pretty fucking good versus Ethereum, but yeah, versus Ethereum. Anyways, you're on a daily. I mean, I generally think this one's going to continue on with a rally long term on the weekly here. I don't know how far it's going to go. There's not really much to be going off of here. Maybe I can pull an inverted fib and, maybe you see some around whatever the hell this number is here. I don't understand this number, to be honest with you. Short term does it play out a bit of sideways and down? I think most things are probably going to play out a little bit of short term sideways and down, but this one long term, actually, funnily enough, like among the best charts we've seen today, maybe even the best chart we've seen today, which is like very surprising. But again, this is versus Ethereum. Ethereum was going down, so this one just had to not go down as much. Desperately need that water, man. Oh, there's one thing I miss about Finland. I'll tell you what, it's the water. You can just drink the water straight out the tap here. You can't do that in Dubai. No way, man. Not unless you want the fucking Montezuma's revenge or some shit. The 4-hour trader says XAG USD. Okay, silver. Let's see what the silver bugs are doing here. Are they going to be happy or mad at me? Yeah, actually, I think that this one's generally putting in a consolidation that is more or less long-term healthy. I think that this is your past macro higher low, and the reversal's real, and it probably spends some time going sideways within this region. Let me just kind of mark off the ranges specific towards this particular analysis on the monthly. Short-term range between about 24.5 versus 19.5 on the low side. I generally think it's probably going to bust above 25.5 and test around the highs from, when was this? Yeah, 2020, somewhere around like 28.5. How fast this happened, I don't fucking know. But yeah, I generally think that this one's put in a healthy consolidation. Here's your low, here's your higher low, probably test the highs anywhere above 28.5 on a higher term time frame, and this one probably does some serious busting action into like the mid 30s, maybe even deeper. Okay, cool. All right, how deep into this? Okay, we're only an hour in here. Jesus, man, my voice is already failing me. This is not good, man. It's not looking good for the long term. Nico Senpai says Nvidia. You sure, man? Sure. NVDA. Let's see. On NAS, very fucking good. Very fucking good. Holy shit. Really, 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 really good. This one's like basically over your testing highs. I do think it probably gives one more stab up, somewhere around like 285 or so, 280 to 285 region, and then probably plays out a bit of sideways and down. I mean, this is like a fucking V recovery if I ever saw one. That is really powerful, man. I do think it's generally going to pull back from like 285 to 290 region, but after that, I mean, this is... There's just nothing bearish about this chart as long as you're above about 230. So it's like pullbacks are fine, just at another higher low. Below 230 problems, but until then, yeah, short term probably tries another move to the upside, and then I'd be looking for pullbacks, maybe around like maybe more close to like 290, honestly. Like actually really fucking good. Sorry if we can't do stocks. No, of course we can do stocks. I come from traditional land. I come from like trading stocks. I actually used to even trade or make markets in NVDA, NVIDIA. I did it for 2 days, and then I realized this one moves too fucking fast and I don't want a piece of it, so I stopped. But I do love their products for sure. Anyways, John Jude says, I'm actually in London, originally from Kenya. What the fuck, man? That's cool. Just love you doing the German accent. All good, man. All good. All my super chats in 2021 were written in quasi-German. Oh, okay. Now it makes sense, man. What the hell? Man, it's so crazy the people that you come into contact with, the people that you meet just from the internet. Man, I met so many people from this community in Dubai. Like, it almost seems like every other day, maybe even every day, someone would come up and be like, hey dude, like, even the fucking border guard, when I was coming back from Dubai to Finland, the guy who checks like your passport, I walk up to the booth and he's like, hey, I watch your videos. Or in his Finnish accent, he goes, I watch your videos. It is good content. Like, this is great, man. It's super cool, actually. It's really, really nice as well. But yeah, man, just shout out to all the people that I met along the way. That was that was amazing. We'll be back as well later this year. Anyways, let's see. I can't believe the border guard, man. That was amazing. That was amazing. He was super cool too. Okay, cool. So we got that. We just got silver. Yes. Okay. Sam Fragnosi, good morning to you, man. GJ. Okay, so you're looking at what is this, pound yen? I haven't looked at Forex in so long, man. Maybe this one right here. Yeah, this is the ultimate pump and dump shitcoin. That's not really a shitcoin, but it's a real currency. I think long term is putting like, oh, you're on a 4 hour, but I do think that this one does trade up towards like 165. long term. 4 hour time frame. I guess the real question is, are you showing signs of exhaustion short term here? I don't know, honestly. I'm not really seeing anything that's obvious right now, but the obvious thing for me would be like a 4 hour closure below about 162.85 or so. And at that point, I'd be looking for a deeper retracement towards 162 and a quarter. Until then, I actually do think that it's probably more likely to give one more spike up towards 163 and a half to 164 region. But not, I don't really have strong opinions on the 4 hour. I have strong opinions on I think it was the daily. Yeah, daily and the weekly. Yeah, these are the ones I have strong opinions on. Generally think you're looking up there. Cool. All right. We got that one. We got that. Mr. Sebastian Gwynn is back again. He says ARE. Okay. Weekly and 12 month. All right, I'm guessing this is a stock. Alexandria Real Estate. Okay. Nicey. Weekly, put in a low right here. Probably tries for a rally, maybe back up north of 130. Let's see. And then you're also on a monthly, I think. 12. You're on a yearly. Holy shit, that's bad. Wow. So while it probably does rally in the short term, that's fucking ugly, man. That's fucking ugly. I do think you'd probably set up for another bounce at $110. Yeah, short-term bouncy, but I think that bounce fails. I think that this one generally comes down to $110, $107. But wow, that's fucking gross, man. That's super ugly. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Crypto King says, please take a look at Lena. All right, I'll look at Lena, but no time frames given means I'm just gonna make it up as I go, man. Let's see, daily. Actually good. Probably does pop back up and test around 135, 138 region. Long term terrible. I mean, long term pretty fucking bad. Weekly, yeah, I think it's generally going to pop back up. Maybe even 1.5 cent. But again, I don't really know what time frame you're on. Short term, just like everything else, I think maybe a bit of sideways and downside short term, but higher term time frames suggest continuation. Cool. All right, so we got Joe, we got QNT, we got GJ, we got the last one, Anderson 7 and 7. Good morning, man. Fucking nice, man. XRP USD bust in action. Let's see what we can put up on the screen over here. XRP USD, maybe Binance. Wow, it really is busting actually. Looks like my LARP lines. Oh, actually, my LARP lines did kind of work. Well, not particularly. We'll get rid of them. We'll just act like it never happened. All right, weekly over here. One of the better reversals, at least in the short term. Definitely not over the long term because it's not even above its October highs. But I do think that you're probably setting up for a breakout above this region. Just want to see a weekly closure. Damn it. Let's just this one right here. Just want to see a weekly closure above about 57 cents. If we can do that, I'd be looking for this one to really get going, closer to 3/4. Maybe even just goes for 90 cents after that. So somewhere between 75 to 90. Long term, is it setting at a higher macro low over here compared to your 2020 lows? I think yes. It's just, it's kind of like one of the other charts that we looked at earlier. It's it's putting in a low. It very likely does move to the upside. It's just there's other things that they're going to be pound for pound better. But yeah, really fucking good here, to be fair. Monthly, I mean, this clearly looks like a low, like a long term low. Wouldn't be surprised to see this one trading, somewhere around 80 cents, maybe even 90 cents to a buck. Sometime later this year, maybe. Very short term though, I think short term you probably found a local high. Might spike 57 cents again and then come back down to 49, 50 cents, something like that. All right, Mr. Quinn says KSUSD, Caspa. Is this Carl the Moon's shitcoin? Is it? Or no, that's Casta. That's Casta. Okay. Getting confused with all these damn names. On a 4 hour, okay. Rally does look like it's quite extended here. Maybe one more retest of the highs, and then I'll be looking for this one to come sideways and down towards 2.5 cents. It's really not it's hard to make much out of a chart like this when it's this new. I do think that this rally is getting pretty extended here, but does it maybe retest the high or go for one more slightly new higher high? Possibly yes. I just don't have strong opinions other than that. My strong opinion is that this one has either topped out for the short term or is very close to topping out and probably comes down to 2.5 to 2.25. Creighton C says, just to welcome back to you and Elsa. Hey man, all the best, dude. Let's hope to see you two, well, you in the back of Elsa's head more often. Nice, indeed. Can you see the back of Elsa's head? No, but I can show you her. There she is. Uh-oh, you done goofed. You silly Sally bitch. And she's gone now. Okay, that's haram. That sounds bad. Don't care. Welcome back, Krown. Welcome back, man, and good to be back. And it's been an absolute pleasure. And I think maybe that's a good place for me to be leaving off on this particular stream. A nice one to get started off. Maybe one last one for the straggler, Mr. Matador MC. What's up, my good man? Good to fucking see you, dude. Good to fucking see you. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I need to get on with my own day, and we'll be back on. We'll be back on with regular videos tomorrow, obviously, but maybe like once a week, maybe twice a week, Tuesday, Thursday, something like that. Might be the move there. Mr. Alex Switch, good morning to you. I see you, Nimbo, as well. What's up, man? What's up, dude? All right, one last one. We boolah since 19750 on 20x. Pamp! Nice, man. Fucking nice. I like it. Alrighty, my friends. It's been an absolute pleasure on this lovely Thursday morning. It's been a long time. It's been too long, maybe, in many cases. But I do want to be wishing everyone the best of us as always. Take care. Much love. And see you, hopefully, soon.
Write it, code it, name it, tweet it, mine it, stack it, live it, dream it, post it, scan it, charge it, send it, do it, and receive it. Trade it, buy it, sell it, store it, run it, list it, first rename it. Crypto logic. Pump it, hack it, lose it, dump it, sell it, ditch it, XR pitch it, copy, paste it, nudge it, test it, build it, try it, bend it.